The Master of Harvest beer reviews. Beer review number 300, so a little 300 tribute, yeah. 300th beer review. People has been asking to do a review outside in the snow. Well, we haven't had a snow for some time, so but we got not too long ago, like last week or something. So I thought, let's do number 300 out in the snow of a real special beer. And of course, Jakob is joining for the review.
Yeah.
The beer is going to be a real special one. It's going to be a treat. It's going to be the I know it's crazy, I get this, but it's going to be the Goose Island Bourbon County Vanilla brand Stout. It's essentially their 2009 Bourbon County Stout, aged for a little longer than usual, and then they add whole vanilla beans to it. And it's an Imperial Stout on 13% alcohol, so it's a really big beer. And it has some info here from the brewery's website, or the bottle. It says, each year at the Festival of Wood and Barrel Aged Beer in Chicago, drinkers enjoy hundreds of wood-aged beers. Goose Island poured this beer at the 2009 fest, and drinkers loved it so much we decided we had to bottle it. I hope you enjoy it as well. Cheers. So yeah, I'm ready to get this cracked open.
Yeah.
But before we do that, I just want to thank everyone for subscribing, commenting, all that stuff. Guys, you're awesome. On 500 some subscribers now, growing. It's awesome. I'm really glad you like the stuff we put out. So guys, let's get this baby cracked open. Hey, so here it is. Look at that. That's just pitch black.
Yeah.
I don't see any light coming through this beer at all.
Not anything at all.
Yeah, it's a small fizzy tan head.
Yeah.
Nice. Looks nice. Let's take on your own.
Alcohol.
Yeah, it's just booze and bourbon right away. I do get a little of the vanilla.
Yeah, a little.
But it's actually more subtle than I expected.
Yeah.
Wow, a woodiness, oakiness in there.
Yeah.
Licorice. Some like dark roasted malt. There's a lot of oak bourbon-y character to it.
Yeah.
Smells like a bourbon mixed with it, but you get the roasted malt. Also some like coffee notes. Really, smells really big.
Yeah.
Really warming, and we just warmed this beer up before we got outside because this is a beer you want to drink closer to room temperature. And out here is pretty cold. I don't even know how cold it is, but
it is well below freezing.
Yeah. So let's check it out before it gets cold with the beer.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Comparison to 300.
Thanks, man. Wow. Wow, that's amazing. That is a big beer. That is
a big beer.
Do you know what? You do actually taste the alcohol.
Yeah, you taste the alcohol, yeah.
Yeah, you do taste the alcohol, but the alcohol is so well harmonized with the rest of the beer, even though it's boozy. But man, it warms you up out here when it's cold. The body on it, it's thick. It's full and creamy. Nice body on here. Completely coats your mouth. You guys to see if you stir it around the glass, you can see like the brown alcohol lag. That's crazy. Like this is a beer you don't want to get on your clothes or anything because it's just gonna sting like hell. I love the bourbon in the flavor.
Yeah.
The vanilla, especially in the first couple of sips. I get like the sweetness of it, the vanilla, and then the aftertaste it's more of a vanilla note. And when you brew beers like this with oak, you get more than the vanilla. Sometimes.
Yeah.
What do you get?
It's a little buttery.
Yeah.
Kind of. There's a buttery note taste to it. I think it's. I don't know if the thickness to it. I don't know.
Yeah, I also get a slight amount of smoke actually in the aftertaste. I also get the licorice that we talked about. Definitely loads of roasted malt, the bourbon character, the oakiness. Also, a slight amount of dark chocolate, slight amount of coffee. I do not get as much coffee as in some other beers.
No, not at all.
It really warms you up.
Yeah, it is. It does.
What do you get?
Nothing much else. I'm not.
Other than that, in the first sip there, I tasted like raisins soaked in bourbon, like a dark fruitiness, like maybe raisins soaked in bourbon.
Yeah.
It tastes really good. But guys, we're gonna sip on this a little, and then we're gonna get back to you with our final thoughts. Hey Beer Supers, we're back inside with the Bourbon County Stout. We've been sipping for this for about, what, half an hour or so. It's a real sipper, this beer.
It is.
It's a big beer, but it's a great beer. What's your thoughts on it, Jakob?
Yeah, you can taste the alcohol. It's very boozy, as you said earlier, but it's also so complex. It's not a problem that it's boozy.
No, the complexity kind of harmonizes with the alcohol, if you could say it like that. I'd say it's quite sweet actually. Now it's warmer. I mean, we've been warming it in our hands now, and it's really warm right now. And it's really sweet. You get more of the vanilla notes, I think, especially in the first sip, and then you just get that. I think it tasted kind of like raisins that was dipped in the bourbon, kind of like that, a dark fruity mixed with the bourbon. A lot of the oakiness and the roasted malt, like espresso.
And there's also some chocolatey notes.
Yeah, when it's warmed up, I think. Yeah. I mean, it was a pretty expensive beer, but I think it's worth the money. It was 150 kronas, which is, about...
27.5.
Yeah, almost $30 for this bottle. That's a lot of money for a beer. But this is like a one-time treat. That's why I also used it for the 300th review. I mean, it is definitely worth the money. Would I pick it up again? Yes, a bottle to age. Because I think we're having it fairly fresh now because it was bottled the 5th of November 2010. I think with age it would be even better. Yeah. Then you would get rid of some of the booziness and would just be smoothened out. Well, maybe we should pitch in for a bottle and age it for a year or two and see how it turns out. Maybe, if we're still able to get it, because there was only a few bottles. We were lucky enough to get one. So, yeah. Rating wise, what grade are you gonna go, Jakob?
I'm landing in at 98. It's a very, very good beer. It's just spot on. The complexity, the alcohol, and not the alcohol, but how it kind of develops when you're...
Yeah, it develops a lot over time. Yeah. Especially when we drank it outside before. It got a little colder inside, so we sat and it got some oxygen and all. Really, the complexity just developed in it, which is really nice. And I'm going to give it a 96. I think it's a great brew, definitely worth checking out. I mean, Bourbon County Stout is one of the best Imperial Stouts out there, and this is just with vanilla, which makes it even better. I'd love to try their... I have reviewed the Bourbon County Stout, which is great. I reviewed it 2008, and I would love to try the rare version sometime. But yeah, that's it for this beer review. A 98 from Jakob, a 96 from me for the Goose Island Bourbon County Vanilla Brand Stout. Great brew. Definitely check this out if you get the chance. And as always, let us know what you think of it if you've had it. Some of you guys might have, I'm not sure. I know Chris from Big Nation has had it. He did review it. And yeah, as always, comment, subscribe. And yeah, thanks to everyone for watching and all that. Yeah, guys, we're gonna say cheers.
Cheers.
And we'll see you
in the next 100 beer reviews.